So it's been a busy day here in the studio. We talked about Clay Thompson. Put some respect on his name. Respect, baby. He's in Dallas now. And why this is more personal, and he's got a vendetta, and he's playing for an all-star, a former all-star guard, Jason Kidd, who sees the floor differently. That could make Dallas a very dangerous team in the Western Conference. Also, we talked about Paul George. Does he make the 76ers any better? I know it's a big name, but in the last decade, the Big Three hasn't won anything. We talked about Dick Vitale fighting cancer. He had surgery yesterday, and he was able to have that successfully done. And we pray for him to be back doing what he loves, doing sports. So we're going to go from there, and we're going to go to football scoop and college. There was a piece that first of all, let me start off with John Bryce. I like the way that John Bryce writes, because he will give you that Allen Iverson crossover when you're reading it, because you just like, okay, I see it. I see how we're going. And then when he crosses you over, you fall on the ground and everybody points and they're just jumping up and down like, ooh, it's like one of them and one tapes. And this was, and it had me titled, "What in the Utah State is going on in here?" Now, the Utah State Aggies, and I'm the only person that's been talking about the Mountain West in basketball and in football. I'm the only person who's been covering this. It's on our channel. We talked about Kayla Ard, and we talked about the new men's basketball coach who had a 23-win season. This dude was on fire, and when the Kentucky job became available, I was putting in that dude's name in the hat, but they chose another guy, so that's just how that went. So the Utah State Aggies, they have fired their head coach, Blake Anderson. Now, in the piece, the way that Bryce set it up, he gave this guy's trauma. Coach Blake lost his father and his wife to cancer, and his oldest boy committed suicide. Damn. Also, real quick PA. Look, if you're having any kind of mental illness, get professional help. Don't get online and let people feed your insecurities and mess with your mental state. Go get professional help. That's a service announcement. Public service announcement. Go get help. And life did, now back to the story. Life did this guy no favors, and he leaned on the Lord. Now, who wouldn't? My goodness. Even the words his son, Colton, gave him, saying, "Dad, you got to get back. I know you want to be with us and help us, but you've got 150 people you need to help too." Damn. But we'll tell you what actually went down when we come back from a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Man, I love that. I love everything about this show. I like the 20-second interludes, the rap albums we go ahead and push out to our army because we just kicking it. But Taco Bell, live Moss. Order online, download the app, or visit your good folks at your local Taco Bell. Taco Bell, live Moss. So when we jump back into the story, and Coach Anderson had all of these hardships go on, and all of these people in his life who were very sentimental, and they meant something to him. They left. He leans on the Lord. His own son, living son, Colton, he just gives him these words. tear-jerking material right there. My goodness, it's like the best Hollywood script. Until you find out that Anderson was fired from Utah State. And yep, they let him go because, drum roll please, sexual misconduct. Bum, bum, bum. Allegedly. Because we don't want to get sued. Allegedly. Specifically revealed Anderson's failure to provide full and timely reporting of disclosures of sexual misconduct, including domestic violence. Whoa. Really? And he prohibited employees from investigating disclosures of sexual misconduct themselves. What? This dude has been praying, talking about God, giving his testimony, and he's out here covering up sexual misconduct. I wouldn't say it's rap with an E. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look at the documentation, but my goodness, man. And domestic violence, they're going full Jokic brother in Utah State. I punch her skull. We keep punching these skulls. No, the Jokic hooligans are back. No, that's not funny. But this dude is covering all of this stuff up. And even when the coaches themselves are just like, wait a minute, I need to check into this. He's like, don't you dare. You don't get involved in the melee. Really? Hey, coach, there's a girl who's alleging she was like mistreated sexually by this tight end we got on the team. You stop her with that malarkey. That's not funny. None of that is funny. I don't even know if Coach Anderson sounds like that. None of this tomfoolery. You stop it with that malarkey. Anyway, man, look, we gonna try and pull ourselves together when we come back from a quick 14 from a rap album that we feel like we're not promoting, no, but it is really good and we listen to it all month long. So drop the spot. Chris Webby, Lost Wednesday, the demos, in stores now. Sky High, my personal favorite, along with Code 45 and Survivor with Bennett. Lost Wednesday, Chris Webby, the demos, in stores now. Go out and cop it where you legally get music, whether it's Google Play, Apple Music, or Spotify. Chris Webby, in stores now. So when we get back to this dumpster fire, not only aren't you reporting these horrendous acts in a timely manner, you throw in domestic violence. He even stopped employees from looking into those allegations. And I wonder what book of the Bible that's in. Thou shalt not turn in scumbags. Really, all this mission talk, and you never once tried to help the victims. I don't care what job some people have that they feel like they can't lose, but when you go down this rabbit hole of covering up things, it's all going to come to light. He should know that. Him being a Bible reader and an avid, Bible thumper, whatever is in the darkness shall come to light. He knows that. He's read that passage. And if he hasn't, hey, nothing like life to teach you a lesson. Now, money makes you do a lot of wild things. You see coaches, you see Coach Reverend here. Now, he had an extension that ran through 2027. And that came off of his first season where the Aggies had 11 wins and went to meaningless bowl games. But the last two seasons, they only have 12 wins combined. So It's one thing if you're winning and you're covering all of this up, but it's another thing when you're losing your ears off and now you're running around here killing all kind of credible stories that's out there. Now, I don't know any of these people that's involved. I'm just reading what is going on when they got rid of Coach Anderson. Okay? I don't know what was done. I don't know the people involved. And as soon as those details are made available, we'll cover it. We also do retractions of stories. We are the people who give you the print, the people who write the articles, and we give you the summations and everything. And everything lines up. Like I said, we have no problem coming back and doing retractions. And I'm not going to get religious on you all, but don't play with God. You'll be humbled. And he's pretty broken now. Coach Pastor over here, the offering, Coach passed the offering over here. He just had a new wife. Yeah, a new wife. I'll just say this, okay? When I got divorced, my first divorce, I don't mind getting vulnerable with you all. Punch her skull. No, don't punch. Don't punch. Sit down, Jokic hooligan. But when I got into that, my first divorce, I think it threw me into a headspace where I just didn't want to date for about 2 to 3 years. I just wanted to be by myself. Now, I don't know how long this guy's wife had passed away from cancer, but just being there, being in that mix, and then having to be there for the kids that are still living. And you lost a kid, and you lost your father. Yes, it is leaning on the Lord that got you back on track. And I don't care what religion that you subscribe to, but if you believe what you believe, then hey, look, more power to you. However, I do know nowhere in the Bible does it talk about covering up and lying about things. Does it talk about being blasphemous and everything? It only talks about you getting your basic instructions before leaving Earth. If you're going to break the Bible down into acronyms, and if you're a Christian and you believe this, okay? When you're not getting those instructions and you're doing things according to your own will and your own likeness, you are reaping the benefits of that reward right now. So that's my 2 cents. But like I say, we're still rocking. We're still rocking. We'll be back.